Hi, welcome to how to complete the inches are cinches measurement activity. So starting on slide 2, you're asked to determine what are some non-standard units, so kind of what we did last week, and then what are some standard units. So I went ahead and typed in some examples. Students can put Legos, cubes, crayons for non-standard unit, or for standard, what about inches or centimeters, or I put feet. Also, there is a song. It's to the tune, I've been working on the railroad. So I've been learning how to measure with my ruler in hand. Okay, so you get the idea. This says to use a non-standard unit. So for this, you could either get something around your house. In fact, I would encourage that. But if you can't find anything, you can also click and drag these cubes. So I already started doing that. This takes care of the head. So it looks like there are 1, 2, 3. We're going to round up. So 3, and I'm just going to type units. We already know that I'm using those. Now, if you are using something else, like let's say a penny, let's say it took 2 pennies, right? Then you can have those conversations. Oh, wait a minute, it only took 2 pennies. What does that mean? The pennies are larger, the pennies are smaller than the cubes that we're using here. Okay. The next slide, you actually can click on the ruler and drag it. Again, just like the other slide, you don't have to use that. You can, if you have a ruler at home, do that. So we're measuring the head again. It's our first one. And if you notice, it says you can measure the hat. It looked a little too hard to do that with the digital ruler, but you can absolutely do that with what you have at home. So it looks like his head looks like it's almost 2 inches. Let me move that up a little bit. Almost 2 inches. So we're going to round up, and we're going to, and you can even talk to them how we're going to write 2 inches. How do you write 2 inches? How do you abbreviate 2 inches? Okay. This is that cutout version, and you'll see that in the notes. So if you do want to take advantage of that and you have a printer, you can do that. This is the fun one, but I just want to say before you start measuring, make sure you have kind of a longer piece of paper, and then go ahead and measure. So for instance, it says trace your foot, measure it using non-standard units and inches. Okay, so I would suggest using the same non-standard inches for your foot and your hand, because the next page says trace your hand using the same thing, using a non-standard unit in inches. So I went ahead and did my example. I used a pen cap for my non-standard unit of measurement. Okay, and then I'll be able to determine how many pen caps. I actually did measure it, and it's 2. It's 2 units or pen caps long. My assumption is obviously my finger is longer than my foot, so it's going to take more pen caps to measure my foot. Okay. And the very last slide, what are some important things to remember when measuring the length of something? There are some anchor charts if you haven't already taken a chance to look at, and they've got some really good information. So using those, I would encourage you to kind of guide them, but don't give them the answer. I started the sentence though for you. First, you need to make sure you line up the edge of the ruler or what you're using to measure to the what. What are you measuring to? So that gets you started. You finish it out. If you need more room, you can always add a new slide. It should let you do that because this is a copy for you. And if it doesn't, then just let me know. And then you can write it on paper and just take a picture of the rest of it. Okay. So that concludes how to do the measurement activity inches are a cinch. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.